There, it's live.
There.
There we
Hi.
are.
Figured it out. Sorry, guys.
She's a boomer, people. Come on. Oh my God. Lord.
Hey, what's success without a little defeat here?
Oh no. Bless your heart. Hey, everybody.
Oh,
Thank
thank you
you.
very
Sorry,
much.
had a little technical issues, but good to see V, Kala. I think I saw Olap earlier. Hey, Peach.
Oh,
Good to see
hey,
you,
everybody.
darling.
Thank
Feed,
you, thank
Truth,
you
Sassy.
for putting up with my bullshit here.
Again, she's a boomer.
Gosh,
She's a boomer.
and I'm proud of it. Shut up.
I know, me too. What the hell? I mean, come on.
I just want to
What?
see
It
you
is
all
what it
up.
is. Hey,
The
Troll and Annie, good to see you, honey. Olap, my hero. I love her. I love her. I
I
love
think it's mutual. I'm quite jealous.
her. I know.
I know threesomes never work out, so.
Nah, you know. Oh no.
Okay, so just a little so because now that my rhythm is a little bit off, having a panic attack. Now I was served a petition for harassment restraining order. I'm not going to say her name. I'm not going to say her name. Um, those that know, and it, if because she is just got her hand on the report or her finger on the report button right now, but this is involving me, so I'm allowed to talk about it.
Right.
I just won't mention her name. Most of you will know her as Snot Sucker or the Dead Girl or something of that sort, but her legal name, unlike her, I will not say it. Now, this occurred. I'm going to give you a short little synopsis. Then I have an actual statement to say, and then Kate and I will, blah 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 about it, and then I'm going to read you the complaint because that's where the comedy goes. Kate and I will, blah 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 about it, and then I'm going
My fault. Hang on. Now I'm the
that's your
boomer.
fault. That's where the comedy goes.
My turn.
That's okay. That's
Oh
okay.
no. Is Fraggy here?
Is Maggie here? She's probably hi Texas one.
Oh no.
I embrace my boomerhood. Shut up. Mind your business.
I know.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I think before we started to echo, I was saying then I'll read the actual complaint form that holy shit. The drugs, the mental illness, well,
Yeah,
anyway,
rampant with this one, isn't it?
this is where the comedy gold lies. Hey, little boots.
I
Oh, you
know.
have the most adorable little puppers. I just want to hold and squeeze.
I know.
Yeah,
Oh my
huskies. I
goodness.
love huskies. Hey, salty pitch, not much. Just my boomer hood and my mic issues. So we've got it all straightened out now.
Yes.
Um,
Okay.
so, Kate, I am going to bring up a little statement because I'm ADHD and badly. I have to write my thoughts down sometimes. So I am going to bring that up for me to read to you. Just sort of brings you more into what's going on. Kate and I did a what was it? A video a few weeks ago.
Right.
That was called Bite My Lip. If you recall, it had two Peppy the Frogs laughing and giggling on it. And I played, apparently, now this was total transformative. YouTube has agreed and will release my video in a couple of days.
Right.
Very sped up and distorted voice of Alana and this other person. Snot Sucker.
Yep.
And it was about the minimum of 12 seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't long at all.
The video wasn't about her.
Not
The
at all.
video didn't mention her name.
Nope.
Didn't do any of that. So,
A memory like a fart in the wind, this one is.
oh yes. Now I've got to find my little thing. So she took it upon herself to be highly offended and I stole her content and uh yada yada yada. She really went over that. She seems to relish the fact that she terrorizes people with false copyright strikes, and she even admits a lot of them don't even go through. So I wasn't surprised after her ranting and raving. Well, actually, the girls in Discord warned me because she put up a community post. I don't know if it's still up, but warning me this is what she did. And I was very confident that I did not break any TOS at all.
No, no.
So I was going to, never mind you. Um, okay, so what I wanted to say. So let me go through my little notes here. So earlier last month, or later, I should have said last month. There's a thirsty bitch struck my video for copyright. She complained to YouTube that a few seconds of sped up voice was infringing on her content privacy. I'm not even really sure, which it did not, and was absolutely fair use and falls under free speech. The thirsty bitch doesn't know anything about how copyright works. I can and will use commentary and discuss any video I choose. YouTube denied her request, and I'm waiting out the last few days before it's restored. Again, the video in question, Bite My Lip, was not about her. She was not named or mentioned in any way, shape, or form. Thirsty bitch was pissed that I had the nerve to counterstrike, and she literally lost her mind and went on a rager, telling me she was going to sue me, which baffled the hell out of me. Sue me for what? I have not spoken of her in around 2 years on YouTube and never on any other social media platform, which a lot of you follow me on Twitter. You can back that up. All you have to do is go through my history. Nor have I made any videos about her. Knowing her reputation for frivolous lawsuits against others, especially in the mukbang community, and her reputation for not showing up for court. So she goes through all this process and doesn't even bother to show up. So when she was telling me this, I was confident that she was talking out of her ass about it. I chose, and I asked my friends to keep quiet about it, because mostly, and I've told lots of people I have a very sadistic streak, and I know she was dying for me to react in a negative way. If she was looking for attention, she's just insane in the membranes, and that's what kept going through my head. So I endured the vile, vulgar, low-educated rantings of a sexual predator, check fraudster, child abuser, animal abuser, and now a chronic litigious filer of false harassment claims. At first, I wondered at her motivations with this. Was she trying to intimidate me? Trying to get me to freak out and start something with her? Clearly, that was possible, but I'm not reactive. And I admit I rather enjoyed watching her try to get me to respond. She clearly doesn't know me. But then it hit me. She wanted to show YouTube that she filed, that there was an impending court case or hearing. Then I took another look at the papers she served me with. First, and nowhere in this filing, this raft of papers she sent was the mention I was a Canadian citizen.
Yep.
I am. I live in a different country. I would think that would be an important fact to mention to the courthouse clerk. I may be, I'm assuming they look over the paperwork before they stamp it and send it on. Secondly, she made no reference other than the state and county where this was filed. I mentioned this because what she told YouTube and what she filed at the courthouse were two entirely different things.
Sure was.
Question is, why didn't she file a copyright lawsuit against me? Why was she claiming I was harassing and intimidating and making her fear for her life? Oh, yeah, she did. In her complaint, as I read through it between incredulous gasps and outright laughter, is the lies and slander, and yes, I dare say it, defamation.
Yep.
But not to worry, my dear listeners. I will give you a very dramatical reading of this work of fiction.
Yes.
Um, I guess what amazes me the most about our dear antagonist is that she makes lofty and bold claims of her knowledge of the law and attempts to use it as a weapon against not only her own community, but tries to barge into other communities, much like Alana Morse does. All this
Yeah.
howling of getting the courts of the law and the FBI and Homeland Security seems to be a weapon of choice for these YouTube narcissists. I'm amazed.
I know.
I
It's
know,
like
really, I'm
ridiculous.
just stunning.
I
So,
know.
so for all that, I find they find themselves involved with snot sucker. Just know she's a whack job. Oh, I see what I wrote. Sometimes they don't make sense. So,
No.
so for all those that find themselves involved with the snot sucker, just know she's a whack job of the first order,
Yeah.
whose signature move is baiting you with outrageous and false claims, so you react.
Yep.
Don't,
And she's the one
don't,
that likes to draw peepees on things.
yeah, don't give her your energy. Ignore her and take joyful knowledge that the last thing she desires is obscurity and being
She
laughed
must be jealous she don't have a peepee. Maybe that's why.
at. And for that dummy that doesn't know her ass from a hole wall, I have fired off an email to the Ramsey County Courthouse.
Yes.
To the court administrator. I won't mention his name because I don't want him to be inundated with her bullshit. Also, let me leave you with this short but concise tidbit of information about Canadian law. Ready? Quote, American courts, both federal and state courts, have no jurisdiction over Canadian residents or companies in Canada. In order for a U.S. judgment or letter rogatory to have effect over a Canadian resident or company, an application must be made to the relevant Canadian court to approve the order. So, dead girl, the burden of proof of what you claim falls only on you. The expense of hiring a Canadian lawyer falls on you. And because of your criminal history and evidence of your online YouTube presence, bars you from crossing the border. I suppose you could try and do it online. Uh, but do you honestly think you have a chance? Do you? You have to come to court with clean hands. This is what we've all been saying about these nut jobs. You cannot do this without, you know, clean hands. You can't accuse me of something, but you have done the same thing. And one last thing. I'm almost offended that you didn't want me to drag you onto the Steve Wilkos show, bitch.
Ah,
And that's the end of my official statement to the.
oh, no. That took me out. Sorry. That was pretty good.
Well, that's her thing. She tried to
Yeah.
drag UP
And yeah,
and
Judge Mathis and
Tanya
stuff.
Roberts
Stop.
onto the
Yeah.
TV court.
Ah, oh, no.
So hello to everybody that's coming in. I missed old Red Smooth Observed. Who did I miss here? I'm sure I have. Oh, Canada, thanks for Fat Llama, Salty Peach, getting around great. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. Texas one, you're here. Thank you. Anyway, so that's what has came to my door. What's the date here? Well, she filed it on the 24th, so I got it 3 days ago.
There you go.
Yeah, so
Oh no.
and the funny thing is when the process server knocked on my door and he handed it to me, and I'm looking at this, and he's looking at me, looking at this, and I said,
Like what the hell?
"This." He said that is basically. Well, he didn't say toilet paper, but so she actually paid money to hire somebody to serve me.
Oh God, I love that.
Well, I love it too because it is toilet paper.
Well,
I
yeah.
Oh, and I'm supposed to show up for Zoom court on the 30th at 9:15 a.m. And
What?
of course, I'm not going to attend. I'm not required to attend. It's not. Yeah. So
Right. I mean, and it's not even an official document, really.
no,
It's like
it's a
stop
petition
it.
for harassment restraining order. So
Right.
it's just
And
the
and
judge is
and
going to go. What? You're Canadian? Ha!
I know, exactly. And well, and the thing too that's hilarious, the stupidity. This one I love talking. I'm in law school, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Girl, you couldn't even monetize your dead channel
Yeah.
because you're a bad person and you're not even supposed to be on YouTube. So there's that. But
There's that.
anyway,
But
how dumb
she
are you
just
do you gotta be?
and
I mean,
the
you can't make this shit up.
and the fact she thinks I've monetized that video. No,
No,
no.
no.
I
And
I
again,
only have monetized super chats. That's it. I have not enacted or
right.
activated AdSense.
Right. Right.
Because too many rules. Yeah, blah blah blah.
Right. And all this started out as a copyright on less than 15-second clip that was sped up, altered,
Oh
only
yeah.
because for context, neither one of them were really the subject of the stream. The other one might have been a little bit, but that was a panel. And this is history with these people. You get on here with a panel of other people, and all of a sudden they want to start throwing around, they're going to strike you, do this, do that, do that. No, that's not how that works. And you can't own my voice if I'm on somebody else's panel.
Exactly.
And that was already tried once. That didn't go well for you either, did it, Texas twat?
And this was the clip I used was from somebody else's video. It wasn't even lifted from her channel, not by me. So I don't know if that makes a difference or not. I don't know. But she goes and stomps around and threatens everybody that she'll strike if you steal content. Well, it's not stealing content. She's deliberately misunderstanding what fair use is and what a copyright strike entails.
Right.
She's
And
just
how does that go from copyright to harassment?
exactly. Exactly. So this is
Ah,
probably why if she even bothered to turn it into YouTube, I also am in contact with YouTube Legal. I mean, I've got their
yeah,
email and stuff like that. I
that's
haven't
right.
actually sent my statement in. If for some reason something happens, I doubt 99% it will. But don't think I don't have backup. Don't think I don't have people that if it ever came to anything, that they would help and support me. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have help and support. So there is a difference. I mean, I could say, "Oh God, I need legal fees," and somebody's going to set up a GoFundMe for me.
Absolutely.
Not that I need one.
No.
I'm just supposing or
Right.
saying, yeah. So I've got people that have my back. You don't have anybody. You don't have
No.
anything I want anyway.
No. No. And it's funny too because this one's been gone for a while. I mean, nobody's even thought about her, mentioned her in
Mm,
passing. It's like,
yeah,
she went back under her bridge and to live. Who cares? And all of a sudden she's been popping up, inserting herself in places.
of
you
course.
know and
Yeah,
and I love it too. That goes with a few of them that I've seen lately, which I didn't know about, that was brought to my attention this morning, and I thought that was hilarious too. But that person knows what's up, so it is what it is. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. So stop. This is just the most ridiculous bullshit. It's a waste of the court's time. And
Of course it does. And as like I now I can't prove this. I can't prove who posted it, but I remember hearing, because I was around Unspoken Purposes community when we were dealing with Snot Sucker and Alana, and somebody had posted screenshots of her court filings, and I think somebody mentioned that she abused the system, the court finding, because she's low income, that they refused to accept any more from her. Now this was like over 2 years ago, so if she wanted to file something, she would actually have to pay for it.
exactly. And what is this with, the same with all these whack jobs. Best 3 years, 2 years, 5 years. It's like, bitch, pick one. I haven't even known you that long. Stop
Exactly.
it. Where are you
Exactly.
coming up with these distorted, delusional timelines? It's like, what?
It's like
No.
a game for her. She thinks this that I'm smarter than you, Nina. Oops, I said her
Oh,
name.
I just thought you were
Oh
talking about
my
the new
God,
kitten we just got.
copyright strike! No, privacy strike. Oh my God.
Well,
Um,
I know. It's like, seriously, anybody
yeah.
that uses my name.
Uh-huh.
Okay. How many times have I heard Caitlin? Oh, on the internet. Stop. Who cares? I mean, pick one, spin the wheel. You guys are all fucking batshit nuts.
Oh, trolling Annie, she would love the attention. She would love it. But you don't want to indulge her too much. So this is why she goes around and starts all her call out. If you go to her channel, all her call out threads or videos are, she trying to insert herself, to trying to enrage people, and
Well,
it works
yeah,
for the most part, because you just have to go to TikTok and
right, exactly.
somebody
I
just
know.
has
I'm hearing Grateful Dead clocks right now. I mean,
yeah,
tick tock, bong. But anyway, and I love Olap. Olap, this one has so many skeletons in the closet. It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
It's
Had
comical.
her. She's had. No, this is all public record. What I say, you can look it up yourself, or we've
Sure
even
is.
got copies. Um, that she's had her children taken away from
Yep.
severe neglect,
Yeah.
and she allowed her partner to sexually abuse her toddler. And I won't dwell too much on that. She's
Yeah.
been arrested for check fraud, um,
Yep.
animal abuse. She's had the police show up because she's God. It just goes on and on and on. She's just
It
a
does.
really horrible person.
Right. Right. And
Um,
and nobody has talked about her. Nobody. Just all
because
of a
it,
sudden,
yeah,
there she is again. And it's like, whatever. And I love how, she thinks that changing her channel name is going to help. No, it's
no,
not. Because
no.
you've got other stuff around that's been your name for a long, long time. So just stop. You're just like as bad as the other one with that goes. So don't even try.
Mhm.
The stuff screenshots go way deep. So
Yeah,
stop.
and we have all this archived.
Oh, big time.
So it can never be more than just an idle threat with her. Or I'm sure if I was living in the States, she'd have me on the Steve Wilkos show, quite lickety split. Hey, Father Ricky.
Yeah, Khaled, she does. It's kind of creepy. At one time they teamed up together, and we knew that was coming. That
Yeah,
was
and
easy
we
to see.
also we also anticipated the breakup, which happened. It was a
Oh,
little
of course.
later than we anticipated, but you know,
Oh yeah, when jail starts getting mentioned and stuff, they all crawl back under their rocks real quick and leave the other one standing there.
yeah, and
But the other one didn't shut up, so that's why the other one got in trouble.
get her on panel where people encourage her. She sure. Well, you know what? She did make an appearance, or when Kate and I were battling Alana on Real Stream's panel,
Yep,
she
yep.
jumped
She
up
was right there. She
And
sure
you
was.
can go back and watch it. I didn't say a word to her, and I don't believe Kate did either. We just let her rant away at Alana.
Yep. Yep. And that's exactly what she did. Because,
Mhm.
yeah, it's just that, for someone who supposedly has this education and is going, honey, I
Oh,
think the closest to law school you've ever gotten is the public library.
yeah, because the library she went to was by the courthouse, and that's where all the law students would go.
Right.
This is from her own mouth, and
Yep.
I'm not quoting verbatim, but she talked about how, hey, Swamp Crotch. She
Hey,
talked about
Swampy.
how she was annoying them, and they even were had the library um, sort of tell her to fuck off, because she was always in there bothering them. So you could see. And then she's also the one that went around in the other mukbang community and drew penises on children's faces of content creators who made the mistake of posting pictures of their kids, which is really too bad. You should all, you should be free to talk about your family, but you can't, not online. Uh, so what I'm hearing is certain folks need. Thank you, Father Ricky. Yeah, she's
Oh,
totally gross, and she celebrates it. She laughs about it. In between, and snorting her mucus back, and yeah, she does. So anyway, that's who I'm dealing with, and I was silent. I did some research, I did some consulting, and that little paragraph I read out about her, well, basically telling she's got the burden of proof, and there is no proof.
no. She better be careful because some of this shit goes back on, if it comes back on you, you're in trouble. That's all I can say.
Exactly. So are you ready for story time?
Absolutely. Grab your popcorn and your snacks,
Okay.
everybody.
Got your snacks, folks? Got your chips and your dip and your pop? Your smokables? I'll borrow that from Original Owl.
I love her.
Oh,
I'm just starting to kind of watch her. I like her a lot. She's very sweet.
I'm just digging around in my purse for my readers. There they are. Because I'm blind. Oh, here you go. Turn on the light. All right. Acts of harassment. Are you ready? Okay.
This is her claims. This is her claim. To the
This,
courts now. This is her claim.
yeah. A.B. Walsh. Now, listen, this is her story. Now, I'm going to try and remember to not say legal names here. Respondent Lori B. continues to follow me and pursue me via social media and through third parties. She has teamed up with another individual who currently has an active restraining order in place and is not allowed to have any contact with me via social media or through any other social media platforms. I don't know who that is. Kate, do you have a restraining order?
No, no,
Okay.
not me. I've
All
been
right.
good.
Does anybody here that I've teamed up with have a restraining order? You
Nope.
don't have to say anything.
Looks around. No.
Glory B stalks my YouTube channel and has files of my audio and voice clips. Well, that's true. I don't follow her, but we have her audio and voice clips for protection.
Evidence. Evidence.
Evidence. Yep. That are not allowed to be uploaded to YouTube. You're going to have to prove that. The most recent date was 4/13/2023. Really? I don't. I got to go through my stuff. I didn't.
Like I said, we only even knew her because of someone else.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, okay. So 2023, when Glory B made a video slandering my character and making false statements against me using audio and voice clips
Okay.
that
No,
were
but
not supposed to be uploaded to YouTube. She's not naming the video.
oh,
So
this is the one the well, no, that was 423 you said, right?
4/13/2023.
Okay, whatever. Right. Lie. Keep going. Sorry.
Okay, she is teaming up with Unspoken Purpose. I'm using her channel name to continue the harassment. She continues to make uninvited visits to my YouTube channel to record my content without my permission. I don't need your permission. The other party has been in contempt of court and has violated her restraining order. Oh, so she's okay, I get it. She means I'm teaming up with the Unspoken channel. Okay. No,
Oh
we're not.
gosh. I mean, we stop over and say hi from time to time, but I don't think there's been any teaming up. She
No.
better hope that
I
never
go
happens
over
because
to her
she'd be
and
screwed.
listen because nobody takes anybody to task like
Oh,
Unspoken Purpose.
yes,
She is
ma'am. She
brilliant.
yes, yes,
Yeah, and I go
yes.
there and I give her a thumbs up, and I even though I don't really know the people she is talking about, I still sit back and with my coffee and listen to her to get she's talent.
Oh, yes. Nobody delivers a smackdown like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Nobody.
brilliant at it.
Oh, she's
Anyway,
wonderful.
Glory B continues to instill fear into me by means of intimidation. She makes fun of my physical disability, which is against YouTube guidelines. She told me once she had a bad back. Uh,
I guess maybe stupid now is included in a disability. Well, sorry,
okay.
bad for her. But other than that, I don't remember saying anything about her, but okay.
Okay. Because of this, I had to strike her video and YouTube took it down. Well, is she talking to just this? Because that's not true. I didn't talk about her. Um, the only thing she got struck down by her was a picture that I didn't realize she privated.
Oh, I remember.
That
Yes.
one with
Yeah.
the cold cream on her face
The
and then
Mrs.
the weird
Doubtfire
remark.
moment.
Yeah, and I got a guideline strike for that one. And it was
Oh, well.
yeah, I mean, um YouTube took it down. She then submitted a counter notification so she could keep the video up. Well, of course. If I don't think I've done anything wrong, of course I'm going to counter it.
Right.
Me?
Right. And another one that likes to counter, and she
Oh,
clearly states this openly that she likes to counter for your information.
yes, yes. And which she did that one video where she was howling with laughter because I put down an address. Okay. I have no problem with her making videos. I just ask her to leave me alone and not use my content or voice recordings to defame my character and slander my name. She continues to attack me, degrade me based on my disability. This is discriminatory. Now, listen, you have to prove all this. You have to take the videos, and you are more than welcome to scroll through my. Anyone is. Pick one from the last I think what 2022 was
Yeah,
probably
because it was
our
it was right around just before the fake sleeve, I think. Just right around in there that
yeah,
we
something
started kind of knowing who this was.
yeah, so again, Glory B did not take pictures, however. She steals audio and voice recordings without my permission and uses it to bully, stalk, and harass me through multiple people,
Mhm.
including one who has an active restraining order. So I guess something's going on between her and UP because she kind of just dances around this. Um, a restraining order in lace. No, I don't know if that was a spelling error or a term I've never heard of, but that's what
Guess what? It's probably a spelling error. Go figure.
it
Yeah.
um date her grammar and her punctuation I'm trying to correct, so pardon me. Um Date the incident occurred was 04/13/2024. Mm.
That
Oh.
must have been one of the lives or something
Oh,
that
okay. But
that
again, no
the
name,
little
no
15-second clip
identifier.
got played that we were talking about somebody completely different, and it's like, okay, whatever. Don't get your ball. I think she just really must want balls. Maybe, maybe you'll grow some someday, you dumbass.
I don't know, but she thinks everybody's in love with her, much like Alana.
Hey, Hopper,
Um,
I see you. Nope, you're here.
YouTube, YouTube continues to strike and remove her videos. No, they
Hope
don't.
you're doing good. Sorry.
Because she constantly violates the community guidelines and does not make it a safe space for me to be myself and upload content. Again, you're going to have to prove that.
Right. And you probably ought to just go ahead and read it as it's written, just to give it that extra dumbass punch to it. Because, oh, good God, I had to read it like 5 times. I'm like,
I
Jesus
know.
Christ, you're being nice.
And she's a
I'm not.
law student, kids.
Yeah,
Uh,
right.
Glory B uses my audio and voice clips without my consent to tarnish my character and make up lies to fit her narrative. She uses multiple third parties to share out her content so it can reach multiple people. One of those very specific people whom I currently have an active restraining order against, I want the court to order them not to have contact with each other due to active restraining orders that are in place. Now I'm going to pause here and I'm going to give something to ponder. I don't think this was written for me. I think she just changed the names.
You know what? I had not thought of that until you just said that. And you know
Yep.
what? I bet you're right.
Yep. This because what is she saying here is utterly ridiculous and
It
so
is.
provable to be false. Hey,
Right.
HRH.
And, that's a no-no because this to her is basically what she gave a legal statement as being true.
Yes. Yes. I
Oops.
made me amend that email. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
Oh dear. This is called fraud. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Hey, HRH.
Did you say your main account is blocked?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Well, that's weird. This
That
as
is
far as I
weird.
know, this is your first visit here. I'll go
Yeah,
check when the stream is done.
definitely. Hey, Nightmare, what's up? Hey, Pass.
Yeah, snot
Sorry, go
nose.
ahead. I'm
Chat,
get you
if
off
you
track.
want to tell HRH what we're talking about, go ahead. I'm just not going to say her name. Okay, I want the courts to order Glory B not to share this information, which is sus. Um, Let me see. She uses one of these very specific people I currently have an active restraining order against. I want the court to order them not to have contact with each other due to active restraining orders that are in place. I want the courts also to order Glory B not to share any of this information to the public, as it poses a significant threat to my safety. I could possibly get harmed. I am also looking to seek monetary compensation for the emotional and mental damage to my reputation that she has caused me. She is getting paid from using my content without permission. No, I'm not. Like I said before, I
Nope.
only have super chats enabled. I do not have, none of my videos are monetized. The court should order her to stop using my audio and video clips in any and all of her videos, which I haven't.
Nope.
Again, this is highly suspicious that she's just substituted somebody else's name with
Right.
mine.
I 100% agree with that. And I never thought about that.
Jesus. The court shall order Glory B not to mention my name or anything regarding my disability on her channel, as it violates the YouTube guidelines. I am a protected class and my privacy should be taken seriously. Guess what, snot sucker? I'm a senior citizen. I'm also considered protected class. I'd advise you to remember that.
And how could she be a protected class? Exactly what is she claiming to be?
It's her physical, a supposed physical disability. I'm
Which
assuming.
is what?
I'm not even particularly,
That she has a nose that
there.
looks like a dick? Again with the dicks. What? I guess I mean, I don't understand that. I
Yeah,
mean, nobody has talked about her, and I don't even know how long nobody's even thought about her, and I don't know how long. She just kinda crawled out from underneath her rock, got bored,
mhm,
and inserted herself because she probably got kicked out of another school.
I'm sure,
So,
because that's what she's, a perpetual student. She likes to throw our age in her face, much like Alana, but
yes.
um, we don't get kicked out or never got kicked out of school. I've never been arrested. I've never committed a crime that I got caught
Nope,
for.
same here. Are you kidding? I have a whole family full of law enforcement. I'd have been dead meat.
Exactly, exactly. Um, I even have family in the States, and one of these family members is a lawyer. I would never think, I almost did. I almost contacted them on Facebook and just to give me some advice, a consultation. Most lawyers will offer a free one. Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah, and just saying, but you know what? I went and did my own research, and in that little paragraph I read out earlier is it says it all. There's lots of legalese in it, but that says it all.
Right,
Uh,
right.
Okay. The harassment from Glory B and Kate Wax Lover. Now, I say it
Oh,
that
I got an
way
honorable mention.
because she's separated to make it look like her first name, her second name, and her last name.
Oh, I love it. There's a troll account that thank you, now I know who it is.
That's right. Okay. Kate Wax Lover has severely affected my safety and privacy because, per YouTube guidelines, which she doesn't quote, by the way, we don't allow content that targets someone with prolonged insults or slurs based on physical traits, excuse me, or protected group status like age. You didn't, yeah, she copied and pasted this sucker because she completely ignored that.
Yep.
Disability, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or race. We also don't allow other harmful. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Behaviors like threats or doxing. Keep in mind that we take us. She's actually typed out the TOS,
Oh,
but she hasn't quoted it. So it sounds like she's trying to sound smarter than she actually is. But if I could pick this up, lady, seriously. So keep in mind that we take stricter approach on content than that targets minors. I don't know why she's included that. She continues to make references and degrading comments attacking my disability. She may not directly be doxing or putting my address out there, but she associates herself with individuals that have done that to me. Um, okay. I'm not anybody's mother. I don't approve of it, but you do you, boo. She has also committed perjury and lied to herself with individuals that have done that to me. That doesn't make sense. Maybe it's the way I read it. She may not directly be doxing or putting my address out there, but she associates herself with individuals that have done that to me. She has also committed perjury. I have to go to court to and lie to the judge. That's perjury. Everybody still there?
yeah, I am.
Oh,
I'm just
okay,
trying to be
okay.
good and let you talk for once.
Okay, for some reason it just got awfully silent. No, no, like really silent. Um, so yeah, like I said, you have to lie in front of a judge for you to commit perjury, and the jury. Uh, and lied to YouTube. She lied to them and told them that my channel has been terminated for harassment, bullying, and sexual content. I would like to prove this beyond the reasonable doubt. Oh, Jesus, girl. Stop watching Law and Order. She has, and we're almost done here. We're almost done. Another paragraph here. She's tarnished my character so much that I get trolled every day. Clone accounts are made of me, and I no longer have support on YouTube because of her. Well, that's a very telling little sentence. You don't have
and
YouTube
and
support
and that
anymore?
is that is that was definitely written for someone else.
Yes. Yeah. That's
So we just take out
not
names
under.
and copy and paste.
Thank God.
I love it. And now I have my new name for the Texas twat is the Babadook.
The Babadook. Yeah.
I love that. I loved it. I was like, oh my God, I love it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay. Without support from other content creators, I will no longer be able to monetize my channel or make money because that was your own doing, you dummy. The harassment continues every single day she goes live. I don't go live every single day. Uh,
No.
um,
And I challenge anybody to go back for the last, what, since Christmas to see where anybody has said anything about
anything
her over
about her?
here.
Hmm. She
Nothing.
goes she goes live and uses my voice and audio clips from 3 years ago. I didn't know her 3 years ago. To
Nope.
defame my character, such as the live stream that occurred on 04/13/2024 that YouTube removed. I would like her never to be able to mention my name on her channel again. I have ignored her for 3 years straight. But from time to time, I will get emails of her videos when she goes live, defaming my character and teaming up with the current individual whom I have a current restraining order against. The end.
Yeah, and it's just so absolutely ridiculous. And you were nice. You corrected the punctuation, the verbiage, because trust me, a lot of us behind the scenes have read this document and we're just like I said, it took me like 5 times to freaking read that shit. And it's like, dear God. And I thought I'd be better at it knowing having to read crazy for so long.
This
It's
is
just
true. But reading crazy is like an art form.
oh God, yes. I mean, the bingo cards have been
Oh,
awesome.
yeah. I
If
don't
anybody ever
know
wants
why we
one, just let
stopped
us know and
doing
we'll
that.
pass you along one. So it's like hilarious. It's like
Uh,
Jesus. So I mean,
yeah.
this whole thing is just absolutely ridiculous for someone who is so thirsty. Somebody go get that bitch a drink of water. She is thirsty.
Or an enema.
Thirsty. Something, yeah. I mean, damn. Because let's talk about inserting ourselves. And the person that I kind of peeked the other day, I had a few minutes, but I'm going to go peek and see what this current beef is all about. Now, I know a little bit about it, but not
Uh-huh.
a whole lot. But I just know the one person she's white knighting for is a transgender.
Yes, I know,
So
and she is horribly homophobic.
she is very bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
Never mind.
yeah, I mean, it's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. So, again, it's like we've said about all the wackos, we tried to warn people and, it went well. Some people got it right away. Some people have to find out for themselves. But
Yeah,
once you
the only
do,
the only thing we can say things. Um, there is the issue of you not knowing who we are and what our motivation is. Um, but all we can say is it's plant a seed at least. So you're looking at this person side eyed. You know.
right. And can I just interrupt you for just a sec? just
Sure.
a sec. I am so sorry. Hopper, it's you're fine with me. I get it, and I appreciate your apology. I really do. So it's all good with me, hon. I've not no issues with anybody. The few people I do have an issue with, they clearly know who they are, and it's all good. So please don't worry about that. It's all good, and I'm so sorry you're having stressful times. So it's all good. Sorry, Kath. I just wanted to address him
It's okay.
about
No,
that.
it's fine. Yeah, so she has clear. I'm trying to put my Afghan around my shoulders. It got a bit chilly here, and I'm
Oh, yes,
old.
Annie,
I'm
trust me. It
old.
it, it really, Annie, it had to be
Yeah.
definitely deciphered. It was, oh my God, for someone who wants to sit here and think that they're in law school or they're doing any kind of schooling, I wouldn't get past sixth grade. So
Oh
again,
no, no, no. She's just one of those people that takes a little knowledge and runs with it. And
exactly
and,
what
and
she
that
thinks
quote
she
that says
has.
a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Well, here's our poster girl.
Right, right.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree.
Oh no. I woke up in a sweat with Freebird again. I was like,
Oh,
ah, no. It's like Angie ruins like
no, at
poison
least
forever. It's like,
Angie, yeah, at least Angie Lee puts effort into her videos when she was sober. Er, she actually went
which
out and
one?
filmed herself.
Not the
She
one her rolling around on the bed and looking
well,
totally
yes, but
deranged.
still, in the creative context, she put thought into it. She
Oh well,
filmed it.
absolutely.
She edited it. Then she
Yeah.
put it out there, even though it was, oh boy, but at least she put effort into it.
Well,
Um,
I've said that about her all along.
yeah,
I mean, she could have made a career doing that. She was really good at that. And instead, she chose the whacked out choices. And which I still don't understand that because she has a kid to think about.
she does.
So,
Wow.
and I just
Yeah.
I'm sad for her. That's it. That I can't even, the pity's about the best I can do there. So, she's kind of made this mess and it's
Yeah,
sad. But
it is.
stop with some of this shit. I mean, God. Ugh.
But let's see. Hey, Death. I think I missed your entrance. I'm sorry. Who else popped in that I saw that I didn't say hi to? Oh, to do Kala. Hi, perfume addict. Said B Walsh. I think I said hi. Just scrolling real briefly here. Yeah. So anyway, I've got a bunch of papers here. Um,
Oh, and can we just bring this up just real quick here because this has
sure.
been a fucking joke behind the scenes since all this started. Exactly
Hey,
how
coffee
many
girl.
US days is it left? When she was making her demands, she said, in 10 US days, not Canada
Oh,
days, but 10 US
that
days. That took me out.
she was trying to be. Um, I don't know what the hell, but
I
apparently
don't
there's
know what either.
differences between American days and Canadian days. So that is our new go-to
Oh,
joke.
I couldn't stop myself. I instantly messaged you like, okay, excuse me. Please tell me that this is like not a thing, that there's different days. Like, 'cause you're like, what are you talking about? No, no. Like, I didn't think so, but she's so stupid. God, stop
Yeah.
it.
I
Oh,
don't know. I don't know. But we'll just give that to somebody that probably has never stepped out of her state ever.
right.
So
Hi, Nova.
I know that. Uh, so the rest of the paperwork is definitions of harassment according to their statutes, um, violations of what I might have to pay if found guilty, um, Other violations and felonies that may result in a sentence of imprisonment up to 5 years and or a fine of $10,000.
Wow. I think she's going to be in more trouble than you.
You may be arrested and taken into custody without warrant if a peace officer has probable cause to believe you are in violations of the restraining order. Oh, this is if I'm issued a restraining order. Ah, and you're notified of the following hearing date is set May 30th, 2024. Harassment hearing at 9:15. I regret to inform you that I will not attend.
Well, yeah. And s- unless stupid is considered special needs, because I mean, she
Hey,
knows
Aunt
what
Maddie.
she's doing. She just wants to insert herself.
Oh,
Hey,
yes.
Aunt Maddie, good to see you, honey. It's she's just inserting herself over stupidity. You know, I mean, she used to do this is another one that liked to call the cops all the time too. God, oh my God. She'd be calling the cops, and I think somebody called the police on her because she was acting totally crazy. This was like, when we first started, knowing who she was. We didn't have interactions with her yet, but we were watching some of the things she was up to, and we were all just like scratching our heads going, what the hell is this thing? And so she would call the cops and then call the cops and tell them all kinds of crazy lies and shit. And people are going, what? That's not what was said. That's not even what happened. So this is her little MO here. This is what she likes to do. She likes to get your stuff, change it all around
Yeah.
and make it, like she's the victim here. Girl, you ain't never been a victim in anything. Nothing. So these women that want to come back and go, accuse everybody else of breaking the law, excuse me, like you said, Kath, I don't have a record. You don't either,
No,
but you guys do. Huh. Funny that. And it might get a little bigger.
it could be. Could
Yeah,
be.
it could be. Yeah, it
You
could
know?
be.
But you know what? I'm not like that. This is YouTube, you know?
Exactly. But if she wants to push, she
Well, she's
wants to push. You may not be like that, but hey.
but her and Alana, both of them are ham beasts to the extreme. They're all built like brick shit houses. And
Exactly.
I mean, grow a skin. Stop being so fucking sensitive.
Yeah.
You can dish it out, but you can't take it.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm one that can. You can insult me all day long. I don't like you. I don't care about you. What you say about me means nothing. I'm not here to be your friend. So fuck off.
Right, exactly. Or your grandma or your
Uh-huh.
go-to.
Doesn't mean I won't have back up a friend, you know. But I don't go into other people's streams and cause trouble.
Nope. Nope, not at all.
Yeah, yeah. I told you that in confidence. Thanks.
Ah.
I will be suing you for defamation and slander. God. So that was my thing. And I was going to sit on it and just ignore it, but the more I read through it, red flags were popping out all over the place, and me thinking as I was reading this act of harassment against me, I'm going, this isn't about me.
Well, no, and again, where is she getting? I love this harassment claim over a 15-second clip that was from an old video.
That had been altered and falls under transformative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right, right. And again, that was such ulterior motive. It's hilarious because when she pulled all this stuff, we're all just laughing about it, like whatever. And then when she sent you that paperwork, it's just like, stop. Here's another one that wants to take fake paperwork to YouTube.
Hmm.
And she even, and YouTube is going to have to get with the program about this, that when someone counter strikes somebody, most of these whack jobs openly admit it. The only reason I'm trying to even get you to bait into strike is so they can get your information during the counter strike. So they're going to have to deal with that because that's how crazy docks you for
Hey,
five and
Annie.
a half hours one night.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
that was and that has to change because that was an official YouTube document that they sent you between you two from you directly
Pretty
from
much.
YouTube. So that's their this is their information. You breach that information, that's a huge no-no. And so people have kind of like I said, you said it's YouTube. We didn't even bother with that. It's ridiculous as much as it is. But again, you keep pulling some shit, man. You may not bother with it, but hey, I'm a bitch. I'm sorry.
And I am too. I just keep it under control in polite
Mhm.
company.
I know. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm the hothead. I will go at you in a
Yeah.
minute. Because I just, old people and animals. I'm sorry. And if
Oh,
you're
totally.
going after somebody for some serious bullshit, then yes. Even if I'm not a fan, I will stand up and go, yeah, no, that's not what happened. So, again, they need to miss us with this stuff because it's just absolutely ridiculous. Nobody's even mentioned their name. Stop. She wants to
Correct.
just insert herself. She's trying to insert herself in the other communities for whatever reason. I don't know if she's bored. I don't know what it's about. I really
I
don't.
wouldn't be surprised, Kate, if she had gone at one point to the courthouse, not specifically for me, but and she just grabbed a fistful of forms because
Or
this
got them off of
I'm
Google.
I'm going through it all too, and it's all different um typeface, um different information. I don't know. I've never been served anything in my entire life, so I'm not even sure. But it doesn't really look all that official.
Right. Well, we have to, in order to appear and stuff, and just that is an official capacity type stuff that they send.
Yeah.
And, we've never been the subject of a lawsuit, but we've been, witnesses in some of the other stuff that have come up. But that's, paperwork like that, like I think it's hilarious. I love that for her that she had to actually pay somebody to bring that out to you. Go here and go. It's basically toilet paper. I don't know why I'm here.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so
Exactly. When the process server just kind of smirks and said, "Don't worry about it. That's not that does you don't have to show up." And that's the process server. You know,
exactly,
but he
exactly.
got paid to deliver it, so he did. You know,
Right,
um,
exactly. And that is
you
so
know,
true, Sassy. I mean, when these two were together tag teaming, you know, we just listened to the most part of it and just rolled our eyes because we all knew anybody who had been around 5 minutes knew that everything that they were spewing was absolute bullshit lies. But my opinion is some of these people, it is YouTube, but some of them need a comeuppance because people are getting tired of the system being abused because that's
oh
what it
yeah,
is. The system's being abused. YouTube is broken. I'm sorry. It
no, it
really
is.
is.
It absolutely is broken because there's too many automated, bots running YouTube and not enough real people. So, you know, because I have tried to ask complex questions that go outside of their standard questioning. When the night that Alana doxed me for 5 hours, I
That
was
was the first time.
immediately, yeah, immediately went and filed a privacy complaint or form or whatever it's called, and it wasn't allowing me to ask the questions or make the statement that I needed to make.
Right.
So I went to Twitter to try and get a hold of Team YouTube over there, and I was just getting this is mind you was smack in the middle of COVID, so could have been that, or it could have been the time of night. But again, I was just given the directions to go back to the page I was already on and filled out the form, and it was just, and I finally went, fuck it,
Right.
and I
Right.
just quit, and I just made arrangements to have my phone disabled,
Yep.
and which I'm sure Dummy found out because she likes to make phone calls. It's not canceled. It's still my legal phone number. It's just disabled, so I don't
Right.
get dumb people phoning me. So
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah,
And
because of this, precisely because of
right.
this. So I disabled the
Right.
phone. As long as it does, it's no big deal. I'll pay. I'll pay for the peace of mind. It's only dollars a month, you know. So
Right. Right.
it's okay.
We do the same. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and
So
it's
yeah,
just
I'm not into getting
ridiculous.
any text now numbers, and my voicemail being filled up with bullshit, and
Right.
we know from Annie munching and chatting that Alana will get something, be up her bonnet and harass her all night
Oh
long.
God, yes.
Yeah,
She's horrible.
yeah.
Oh
So
my God. I think they both are, but you know, the one was smart enough when she emailed the cop a couple times. He went, "Nope, we're done." And she was smart enough to stop. The other one didn't stop. And that's
yeah,
what got her in trouble. So again, didn't nobody get anybody arrested except for MT got you arrested, not us.
yeah.
So no.
We were just information gatherers. We had
Yep.
nothing to do with what he did in Houston. That was on him. So
Right. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And we were just trying to be cool and help.
yeah,
So,
because we got a bunch of smart people in here.
well, yeah, we're not the historians for nothing here. Damn.
Exactly.
I mean, we've put effort into this.
And we don't use
Effort.
it as a weapon either. But if you start
Nope.
coming at us, we will use it to defend ourselves. But
Exactly.
if you're minding your own business and leaving us alone and not coming to visit under troll accounts, because we always pick you guys out when we do it. We may not acknowledge it online in public, but we know we have a little
Mhm.
list going.
Oh, yeah. It's very apparent. It's very
Yeah.
apparent. So, not hard
Um,
at all. Not hard at all. And yes, again, because you know how I feel about that. I don't like to put screenshots and that kind of stuff out, but I will.
yeah,
I've come to that point to where if shit's broken and somebody's going to come, because one thing I don't like is somebody to come in and say, I did this when I did not. If I did it, yeah, I will. I'll own it. Shit. I mean, I don't care. And, people want to stir shit up. Well, you know what? And somebody else better be careful too, because I found some shit there too.
exactly.
But I haven't put it out. I don't need to put it out. But if you start with me too much, and you want to continue to call me a liar, I will prove that I'm not. So, and if it has to be that way, it has to be that way. I don't want to do that. And that because I just don't agree with it. But, you know, if I have to, I have to.
I just want to answer Texas one's question. When you strike somebody and they your wish is that they will totally ignore it and let the strike run itself out, which is 90 days. But if you think that that's bullshit, and especially if you're monetized and that video is making you income, then you can counter strike. When you counter strike, you that becomes a legal process, and you have to fill in your legal name, your legal address, phone number. Sadly, that information is then transferred over to the person that struck you because, like I said, it becomes a legal issue.
Exactly.
That's where it's broken
It
because
is.
then you got bad actors like
I'll be
Alana
right
and,
back.
and Snot Sucker. Yep. Um, take that information and they'll dox you on here, uh, other media platforms. That and if they're really evil, they come visit you. Not them, but really bad people do. So you have to kind of sit back and Is it worth it? And because I was making no money and I've already been doxxed, I will not let her terrorize me like that. Sorry, won't do it. And yeah, and it's so outrageous. And then all the outrageous lies she started speaking, all the call out videos she did. Um, doing this. This was just to scare me. But she already has a reputation of not showing up for Zoom hearings. There was even a time where she was begging Unspoken Purpose to go on court TV, and everybody was laughing about it because all she wanted to do was have a free vacation and a hotel room. So, can you imagine somebody suing you or yet trying to get a personal order of protection, but wants you to agree to go on TV so she can have a vacation? It was really weird. Like Judge Judy or Steve Wilkos, which was her crush, which what amazed me because she continues spouts off racist shit like I hate white people. Okay, the white people of the world are devastated by that.
She's a piece of work. I mean, she says
Sure.
she doesn't like black people either. I mean, it's just like,
That's
huh?
right, because she was agreeing
Yeah.
with the far right political people on race and stuff like that, and she
Yep.
was. But
Yep.
now listening to her, she does that on purpose just to get everybody rage fueled. It's kind of sad and
Well,
pathetic
it
that
is.
that's how
'Cause
she. Yeah.
right.
So.
That's what she tries to start feuds with and whatever. It's like, whatever. But, these people have not. This has made me, because when I first got on YouTube and stuff, I was kind of a rookie. I'm like, oh, guy, whatever. And now I see why that I had very good people behind me going, always never say anything, just protect yourself always. And I
Yeah.
always have been that way. And it's sad that I have to be that way, but I have always been that way because I was told, I learned, and now I see why that they've given me that advice over the years.
Hmm.
So I'm glad that they did. Thank you. But no, because I've always tried to be helpful and a decent person, and and sometimes I get shit on for it, but that's okay. I mean, it is what it
Yeah.
is. I
Right.
like you said, I have to value your opinion
And
before
respect you.
I get
Yeah.
crushed.
Yeah. Exactly. I learned that lesson young, and it served me well.
Right. Yes.
So she may take this and run with it. She might even strike this. She can try, but you know, I'm allowed to talk about what you done to me.
Exactly. You sure can. You
So
sure can. And excuse me, like I said, and it was like the other one. She used her real name often. I have screenshots of it being right up on her screen. She's given out her email 100 times. It's like,
uh-huh.
stop. You
Hmm.
know. So once you put all that shit out, it is public record. It is.
It is, and she even gave out. She was in the middle of a manic rage or whatever she was saying. I can't really remember. It's that long ago, where she gave out her cell phone number, and all her live stream was people calling in to threaten her.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
who does that?
Right. And that's one of the times that I did catch that I was listening to her and she called the police, lied to the cops because they were like, how did they get your phone number? Oh, not that, well, I just put it out all over my live stream.
Right.
And she lied about how everybody was getting it. So, of course, but then, the cops, they're a little bit more savvy these days to a lot of the stuff that's happened over the, past years with social media. They're finally getting it. But she just everything she was coming out of her mouth, I'm like, that is a big old lie. Like, damn. Well, that was like with our little Babadook. She's calling munchings
Phone.
911 in
Oh,
her
yeah,
community on a live stream because somebody hurt her feces. And I'm just again going, what is wrong with you, you stupid bitch? You are wasting valuable resources. Like when she went to the hospital because she needed sympathy votes. So she has,
yeah.
just like the airport, she goes to the hospital. So they stick her in a back room, and supposedly her stomach had exploded or whatever. And we're all going, wait a minute, you would be on a heart monitor, fluids. There'd be all kinds of stuff going on. You wouldn't have a little barf bag between your legs. So she did that so she could show that she was live streaming from the hospital. For one, I'm sorry, y'all. I love everybody here, but if I'm in the hospital, I'm not going to be live streaming it to show you.
No.
I'm not going to be going, look, see? No, I'm not. So, these attention whores, because that's what they are. You get your attention hoes, sit down. I mean,
But
it's too much, but she did
yeah.
all that shit just so she could show, look, I'm live streaming from the hospital. I'm in the hospital, everybody. I'm dying. Bitch, shut up. I think that was right before the life flight B.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
damn
know.
protein
That was
shake.
the best content ever. Oh
I'm
my
so
god.
glad we have that too. I still have the whole live and I just laugh my ass off. you know the right after that, and I love how she still wants to. That even came up not long ago on her channel. She puts all this crap up. See, I'm not lying. You're lying about all of it. You never had a sleeve surgery. Read my lips. No. And you got busted and you didn't like it, and you're the one that went all postal. So here we are 2.5 years later because you went postal.
That was fabulous. And for the new people that are new to this story, she posted somebody else's post-surgical picture from 2008 on a bariatric website, where everybody could go and talk about what happened, or how they were recovering. So this woman had posted her post-surgical picture. Alana went and lifted that picture, did some slight, manipulation with the perspective, and posted it as her own. There was no sleeve surgery. And of
Yeah,
course, Kate going, no, she image reversed that photo
I
and
did.
found, and
Because I just,
found the
well,
original.
when I first saw it, because I was just sitting here. I mean, this was like 8 o'clock in the morning. I had the hubby got off at the door. I had my coffee. I'm sitting there. Well, let me see what's going on in the tube land. And I looked, and here it's coming up in my feed. And I saw the picture. I'm like, wow, that's kind of a crazy picture. And I looked who it was. I'm like, oh, wow, maybe she did get her surgery. Good for her. And then I thought about it. I scrolled for a minute or two. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is who we're talking about here, So the bitch has never said the truth about anything in her life. So let me go. I went to my desktop and I reverse searched it. It was literally the first picture that came up. And she had cropped it. And her big thing over on Annie's, which was hilarious. Where's the hand, Kate? Where's the hand? I'm like, bitch, the hand was never in the fucking picture. What are you talking about? Stop
The
deflecting.
incision scars were precisely the same. In the
Exactly.
same position. The drainage bag that was under this woman's arm was the exact same as the one
It
Alana
was. Right.
pretended to be.
Right.
Um,
Right.
the surgical sheets and blankets and everything
The
was
drain,
exactly
there was a
the same.
drain involved. And,
There-
for sleeve surgeries, a drain was not used.
She
So
had
it's
this
like,
woman had
stop it.
bariatric surgery. She didn't have, or I mean, what's the other one?
Bariatric. Her
Oh, her
bariatric.
bariatric surgery.
Her bariatric. You're bariatric. Oh, I know. She's done so much
And
shit.
that
It's
was
just
the
been
hill.
ridiculous.
And that was
Like
the hill
Sassy
she
just said,
died on for years. And
yeah.
just recently, now it's a stabbing victim.
Oh, I know. That was hilarious over at CJ's. That's what she
Yeah.
tried to pull, and everybody's like, "What?
Now
Stop
that's
it!"
the one she's still saying it. It's still now it's a stabbing victim.
Oh, okay. She's still gonna run with that now.
Yeah.
Okay. So then why are you putting all this shit up on your wall about these pictures not long ago? If that was your picture, no, it wasn't. All you did. And again, that night from that panel, she was supposed to just show her stomach real quick because everybody's like, Foodie Beauty does it all the time. Just show your stomach real quick. And there's gonna be incisions there.
Yeah. She wouldn't.
And she wouldn't do it. She would not do it. I'm like, guys, she's not gonna do it because it never happened.
Oh
So
no, Carlos
supposedly she was
told us
supposed to
she
go.
couldn't do it.
And well, I love this. I mean, it just kept, that's what I'm saying. She went totally nuclear on this. She
Yeah.
could have just took the L and said, well, yeah, they had to cancel surgery. I was still smoking, whatever. And it would have been talked about for a couple of days. And that would have been it. No, this
Yep.
is the hill, like you said, she still chose to die on years later. And no, that was not your picture. She tried to leave the panel that night and say, okay, somebody gave her an idea and said, look, show the date on a piece of paper and your stomach real quick, and that'll be done. That's what she was supposed to do. Oh my God, I still have what we got. So if I need to do a flashback Friday, maybe I will. If everybody wants me to do
I
a
think
flashback
so.
Friday, just let me know. Because she put the actual picture of the chick she got the photo from when she tried to Photoshop it as her own. What? You think I stole this girl's picture? And I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God, you did not just do that. She put up the gal that she photoshopped her stomach onto hers, and it was so apparent. I'm like, are you really this stupid? I'm like, oh my God, thank you. So I'd be
She
more
just
than happy to
handed
put
it to
that
us.
out.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, it's just more and more and more and more. And it's always, well, we're jealous bitches because she had weight loss surgery.
Yeah.
Why would I give a shit that you had weight loss surgery? Why would I care?
Well, her I Olap, I'm convinced she's got that borderline personality thing going on because she started in on that when Munching and Chatting had a revision done on hers.
Yes.
And she live streamed it, her recovery part of it, just assuring everybody she was okay. And all of a sudden, like within a month or so, Alana started in on this
Right.
surgical journey she was going to go on. But she sort of transformed too into Annie. That she died. She used to be blonde. When I first started following her, she was blonde. She
Right.
may have died blonde, but she was blonde. All of a
Right.
sudden she has black as pitch hair, and she was wearing it the same way Annie did. It could be a
Yep.
wig, the wig. Yeah, she was doing it in the same style as
Wig
Annie.
had the little bump up too,
That
in her
little
hair.
bump,
It's like,
New
and the
York
wig was
bump.
bumped up.
Yeah.
The wig was bumped up.
And it was just really creepy. She was sniffing around Annie all the time, munching and chatting. I should just say munching and chatting. And then she got up on the panel. That's the one where Adam made an ass of himself on there.
Oh, that was
Forever,
hilarious. Oh my
ever
God.
ruined that serious video live stream. Annie, you should have kicked him. Um, anyway,
She did
so she got
finally.
up there. She was trying to convince everybody. Now, a lot of people in my audience and Annie's too are have had that surgery done. So
Or nurses.
and nurses, actual medical professionals, RNs, retired, even Annie Janney in our chat is a retired RN, and
Yep.
and Dan Kate, if she's in there, I can't remember if she's working, but yeah. So there are a lot of Krista, if she's in the chat. They were all nurses.
Yep.
So they were just saying, no, that couldn't have happened. Annie even took her, the other Annie, Annie's laugh, craft laughing, whatever it is. I'm sorry, ADHD, forever my excuse. Took her up on her panel to explain to her the medical papers, and
Yep.
and that was, I think, what triggered her into this rage because nobody would back her up because it was bullshit.
Right. Right.
And
And I
all
love how
we asked of her was to show us a scar. She didn't
right,
have to strip
exactly.
naked. All she had to do was lift up because it's mid belly, you know.
Right. Right.
There's nothing wrong, and all she had to do was show, and she didn't. She wouldn't. Made excuses. Told us Carlos wouldn't permit such a thing,
Right.
showing her skin. Like fuck off.
And then photoshopped 8 million things and kept posting them. It's like,
Yeah.
stop it. Stop it.
So yeah, that's how she just. But I have to say that was her best arc was the weight loss surgery. And then
Yeah.
when she actually had the real one done, I'm still saying it was a hiatus hernia.
Hiatal hernia. Yeah.
No, that's yeah, issues. Uh,
Well,
but
me too, just because it
but
pisses
she
her
did
off.
start drop. Yeah, she did drop a significant amount of weight. Um,
Mhm.
but anybody that's done those kind of weight loss surgeries, your skin doesn't keep up with the weight loss.
Oh, no, no, no,
So
no, no,
so your
no.
face sags, your arms get big. Everything's just sort of melts on you. So you got this apron, in your midsection.
Yeah.
And and she's all filtered up, looking toned and tight, and yeah, no, that's not how it happens.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. The shotgun story, those have changed so many times. But the best one was over on CJ's. She claimed that when they pulled up the fake GoFundMe that they tried to pull back in 2015,
Oh, for the
that right, the Hispanic man he was a victim, a hate crime victim actually in Pennsylvania, I believe. And she tried to pull that, they put up a picture and, in the GoFundMe, and it was clearly her, you could tell it was. And, you know, again, it's supposed to be the significant other talking for her, like when she faked her death, he would come on. This is Carlos. You people need to just knock this shit off and just go crazy and stuff. And we're like, girl, sit down. That ain't your
much like
no.
what Wolf does for Barb.
Right, exactly, right. And so he tried to, come on and say a bunch of stuff, but that they took that picture and said that that was her that had been hit by a drunk driver. Well, again, like I said, that was actually a hate crime victim who later died in the hospital. And she tried to get on CJ's. No, no, he didn't die. He's alive. What are you people talking about? And we're like, what are you smoking again? Because no, no, no. And again, all the shit she lies about is so easily proven that it's a lie. I mean, all you had to do was Google that shit, and there it was. She's another one that wants to say, well, this was clipped together, that was clipped together.
No,
Like I've heard others say, nobody wants to sit through one of your 6-hour rants to get some stupid shit. So, yeah, the section's going to get clipped out of it. But you could tell, even with her racist rants, the rants that she's made against munching and chatting, what she has said about you wishes, family.
right.
She's been doxxed by her. Again, none of us have ever doxed anybody. Never. Never. But they want to sit there and, oh, well, you people are the ones that doxing. No, we're not. Never. Please come up with it. It's funny to me too. Glory be. All your videos are still there.
Yeah.
So
Imagine
if
that.
anybody wants to scroll back for a few years and check it out, even our initial reaction to her using the fake photo is still up. And it's funny to me how all of their shit gets
Hidden.
privated or just
Yep.
outright deleted.
Yep.
Exactly. Sassy was behind the scenes with that fake infinity. Well, praise Jesus, y'all. They found my stolen car. And
Google
Sassy took
image
one look
search.
at that and went, yeah, right. Sorry, that's a fair sale on Craigslist. Glad they found it. And then she got caught. So she had to instead of just letting it go and moving on, she had to twist it to where the police found it for sale at that car lot. And so she had to come up with this big elaborate story about that shit. And it's like, stop it. You didn't, that's not even yours. Like, she wants to flex all this weird shit. Let me inform you of something, girl. Um, Wealthy people don't flex their shit like that. Only wannabes flex their shit.
That's for
So
sure.
nice try. Nice try. And again, who cares? She put up this picture. She had this little Mercedes and whatever, and this and that. And they're going, she's going to do the modeling gig. Remember that was recently, and I love how she says, they're talking about the past, the past. Bitch, 2024 ain't the past. Where you been? That's now. You've been pulling all this shit. You've never stopped. I mean,
True.
people just throw their hands up and walk away unless you're raging because that's fucking hilarious. So, yeah.
Weirdo.
Yeah, they all are. I mean, the Barb, they could all sit in the same bus together and they'd never get anywhere because they'd argue about how to do it. So, no. It's just comical to me. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I
So
do
what I
get it.
just put up this was placed on Twitter several years ago.
Yep.
And as you can see, I don't know how to enlarge this. Let's see. Does that work?
I think, and it's still small, but I think it's on my channel somewhere, the whole thing. And I know
Yeah.
it's on You Wish's channel as well.
Yeah.
And unless she took it down or whatever. But yeah, you could tell the original Twitter text messages, which I still have. I went back and got them.
Yeah. This is from
And
2015.
yes,
So,
and you can clearly tell that it's those guys begging for money is what they were
oh,
trying to pull.
yeah. And this is the hate crime victim. He actually died a couple of hours after that photo was taken for the news.
Yes.
She went and took that photo and then did this big
Right. Right.
thing.
My wife got hit by a drunk driver. Even $1 will help.
Yeah.
He's like,
And
right.
yeah. At
Better watch that
my
5 o'clock shadow there, girl.
my wife is on life support, hit by an uninsured drunk driver, Houston, Texas. GoFundMe.com.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And no, but that person's alive and well. Alive and well.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure we could pull up the article that he died. So he's not alive and well.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Exactly. Sounds kind of sad. But that's the kind of stuff they do. It is gross. It's so gross.
yep, and there's all kinds of little treasures on my channel if you don't mind scrolling past what I ate for dinner
Yeah.
and some
Oh,
digs here
mine
and there.
too. I have lots of little treasures in there.
Yes,
And
you do. Yeah, you do. And again, all the treasures are right on this channel too, and they're all still there for anybody who would rather just go back and look for themselves.
yep, for
Don't take
sure.
what I say. Don't take what I say as gospel. Go back and look at it. It's there. It's there.
The gated community where you have to show your deed on the gate to get in. Oh yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that was pretty good too. Oh no. Oh goodness.
Where does she come up with the shit? She could have said you had to have a special key fob, but no.
Something. Well, it's because she doesn't do her homework.
I know.
Not at all. I mean, girl. See, the first images that come up, she takes. I mean, Sassy said she found that picture in like 2 minutes of the
Yeah.
car. And it's like, God, stop. You know, it's no. And again, I've said it many, many times. I'm not jealous of anything you have, girl. Trust me. I'm not. I'm not.
Oh,
So,
dead girl's been she's been not on her community pad. I just got sent for someone who doesn't know the law, she sure knows how to get papers sent all the way to Canada. Well, it's not rocket science, dummy.
no, it's
Um,
not.
to the people on the other side, just let it play out. Everything is happening the way it should. Okay, you betcha.
Yep. TikTok. TikTok. Keep running that mouth because
That's
she's
right.
forgiving. She's forgiving. I'm not.
This is
I've
in
said it.
defense of myself. I get to talk about it. Da- And don't worry, like I said, I've got emails and stuff all ready to send to a certain
Oh yeah.
someone about
Oh
your
yes.
fraud. So you keep running your mouth.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Because that's what it's going to be. Because again, like I said, you're the voice of reason. Sometimes that's what I love about the girls we have in our Discord. They are the voices of reason, and a lot of them will be going, "All right, everybody's got to sit on Kate's hands, sit on Kate's hands," because just some of this shit does not sit well with me, and I will be the first ones. And trust me, I don't have to go sock account on it. I will tell you exactly what I think under my own account.
Mhm.
Now, if it's blocked, then yes, I have my little Kate Candles account that I will come in and go, hey, because, there's a lot of rogue mod bullshit going on in places, kind of weird and crazy, but, hey. And I'm going to come at you straight ahead. That's me. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people in real life right now don't like it either. But once I get to that point, I'm saying something. And like
Mhm.
I said, Cap, you're nice. You're the nice one. I get on here and no, I will run my mouth. I don't care. Now, I would never want to get you in trouble, by the way. But I'm going to tell you exactly what I think, and if you like it, fine. If you don't, I don't care. But it's going to be said.
Thank you, Calla. Yeah. Oh, so we got dummy over there having a.
Salty Peach,
No,
I sure
I
will.
have no doubt she'll try and strike this channel or this video, but
For what?
it is what it is.
Just because we said her name, again, I can show all kinds of proof that she's used it plenty of times.
Oh yeah,
So I'm sorry. If you want to put your shit out there, and
we're
fine,
going to
do it.
gather it and we're going to keep it all nice and safe.
Right. Right. Because your channel name fits right now. Because that's what you are to me. That's what you are to this side of YouTube. And, if push came to shove, we got the other communities back too. So there's that.
Hmm.
So don't go there. Be smart. Go back under your bridge and shut the fuck up. There, that was my bad word for the day.
There you go.
And I said the F word.
Oh no, no. Amen 15. Zero. Everybody put Amen 15 in the chat.
Right, right, right. Yes, please do for Kate's mouth.
Oh, I remember when she got bailed out of prison. You wish, or jail, and I guess she went and trotted her happy ass off to TJ Maxx and bought herself a low end, high end purse.
I
Look at what
know.
my husband got me.
It's like, what? It's like, who cares? I mean, does it really matter what kind of purse you have, what kind of shirt you're wearing? You know, I worked hard for my adult life. And so,
Amen.
yeah,
Yeah.
where I'm at now, I'm a happy camper. I'm good because I worked hard to get there. And, it's not like I love to see some of these ladies keep up. They go, oh, the bitch can't do nothing without a walking stick. Well, yeah, if I'm on uneven terrain, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to fall and hurt myself when I got a big ass stick. And plus, those big ass sticks come in handy when a little wildlife wants to come at you. So, yeah, you're good. I mean, I'm ready. So, yes, but I dare you to keep up with me on an average day pet sitting,
Hmm.
taking care of an elderly parent, and taking care of a household and a
So
business. So nice try. I doubt you could without whining and complaining about it the whole way.
yeah.
Oh, I know. I love her. That's right. It wasn't our fault. It wasn't our fault. Oh, V, that was so funny. Yeah, she was flexing that she was wearing Victoria's Secret, the pink sweatpants from the pink collection. Okay. So I
And
mean you could go to any flea market and get a pair of those for what, $5?
exactly, thrift store, and, you know,
Exactly.
what I used to come across Lululemon shit at the thrift stores.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
I mean, I couldn't pretend I just spent $200. No, I spent 15.
Right. Right.
Stop
Hubby calls
flexing
me, death is hilarious. Hubby calls me Morgan from The Walking Dead with that walking stick.
shit.
And she girl would tear you up with that. So, yes, I will.
But yeah, but let me because I know she's listening because she's on her community tab having a hissy fit. That shows is not those papers are useless. It's
They
worth
are.
yeah, that harassment claim is bullshit. It's toilet paper. You have no jurisdiction in Canada. You cannot get anything from me. If you're doing this for YouTube, I'm doing this stream for YouTube.
That's right.
So you copyright struck me, but you sued or trying to get a order of protection. So
For
those things
harassment.
don't go together. Well, they do maybe in real life, but not here, not in this case. You can't sue me for anything. You have to come to Canada, hire a Canadian lawyer, and go through the Canadian court to have me or get permission or grant me a permission. I don't have a passport, so I good luck with that.
Why not? And V brought up a good point too. Like, well, if she's over there having a little fitty on her community wall, who's watching who?
Exactly. I'm not
Hmm.
watching you. I've got somebody,
No.
in
I mean,
Discord putting screenshots up.
exactly. And it was funny too, 'cause I'm not even subscribed to her. I mean, when people were, saying that she was, you know, um, I kind of figured out who some of the other community was talking about, and I kind of peeked a couple times. I went, oh, look who's back. And so, but that was just after the fact. And this all just came up, just a few days ago that some of this happened. So, girl, you're irrelevant. You're irrelevant to everybody.
Yeah.
So I hope you understand that.
You're
You're
just a laughing stock.
irrelevant.
Nobody is scared of you over here.
No,
You are annoying. I will give you that. You are annoying.
that's about the best she can do. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And even YouTube is not paying attention to you much anymore.
No,
Keep at it. Keep at it. I'm on the
no,
right side of this. You cannot prove anything.
nope. Because
And I,
there's
I
you've
and I
done nothing
can
wrong.
donuts to dollars, honey. I can prove that this is a fraudulent document that
Yep,
you sent me. This
that's
this
right.
you just changed names on the act of harassment.
Sure did.
You were
So
that lazy. You were that lazy that you couldn't type up a new one. Nicely done.
that's right.
Nicely done.
And thank you.
Yeah. And if this filed in the district court of the state of Minnesota, I don't know, it's not an official, it doesn't have a seal on it, doesn't say anything official on it.
Nope.
You could have gotten that stamp.
Oh,
And
sure.
yeah, I mean, and there are so many different fonts and spell or ways of spelling things.
Oh,
You know,
terrific.
yeah, there is like two different people have written this down, and she
Right.
just photocopied it, changed a few names,
Exactly.
scribbled stuff out. Like this is bullshit. This is
Right.
bullshit. Why did
Well,
you include all these pages that have nothing on them?
and remember when Babadook would constantly tag YouTube. Yep, 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 yep,
Yeah.
yep. And it's like, girl, stop it. They don't care. Finally, when she tagged YouTube one time, well, I'm going to, I love it. It's just like, it comes out all the time. Well, I'm suing you. I'm going to sue you. And YouTube's response was, okay, That's fine. Have a nice day. And just so you know, the next time we will communicate with you is through your legal counsel. Have a nice day.
Yay. Yeah, exactly. And I can
And that shut her
certainly
up.
forward this off to whatever agency, because you sent me evidence of your fraud.
Yes, you
I got it
did.
in my hand. I'm holding it
Right.
now. You know,
And we've all seen it.
and then well, yeah, ladies in Discord have seen it.
Yeah, well, that's
But
good.
I'll be more than happy to send it off to the proper agency.
Right. And I think I was the one that got to see it first because of course I got a shout out. So
Kate Wax Lover.
and thank you so much. That tells me so much. I love it.
Oh, not everybody knows your legal name, Kate Wax Lover.
Could be. But I don't get to burn my stuff like I used to.
Mm,
Yeah, because I got a kitty cat that has asthma. Bless his heart.
yeah,
And we don't think that, he didn't have a lot of episodes for the first year of his life. And trust
right.
me, I burned like a million candles and have wax warmers everywhere and wallflowers plugged in. But he started getting worse and worse. And so we just kind of, laid back a little bit on the candles. But I don't think I've burned a candle in over a month. People are going to fall over on that one. And I pared down my wallflowers to just two. So I think
Oh,
I got stuff to last me for a really long time, but that's okay. But hey, he's my little buddy and he gets medicine all the time and it's a challenge. But we doing it for him. So
that's good. Yeah.
yeah.
Scented
Anytime we
candles
burn a
are,
candle, I put
yeah.
the purifier on and hope for the best.
Scented candles and incense and wax melts are not good for animals.
No, I mean even they say that even the natural essential oils aren't because they're so concentrated when they get into the air.
Hmm.
So, for him, and I mean, we run the best filters that we can in our furnace. We have big, huge air purifiers all over the house. His bad times are he's like a person. I mean, he and I have some similar allergies. We cannot, and I'm so pissed about this. I put up with it in the fall because Winnie's not bothered too much in the fall, but spring and summer are bad. We can't even open the windows because of all the pollens and everything else because it'll kill me and it bothers him. But fall we can. So that's kind of nice. We can open stuff up in the fall. But bless his little hearts. I mean he takes people asthma medicine. So
Hmm.
he's got a little inhaler and people are like, how does that work? And if you look up, it's called an Aero Cat inhaler and it's for animals. So he gets cuddled by daddy every night and he gets his little puffy. So it's all good.
Right.
It's all good.
You know what, Shamuta? Probably would have if I had been in the States. And I would have won.
Oh, like the courtroom sketches. That's hilarious. That would be kind of like a few
Yeah.
MASH moments. If you remember, Colonel Potter used to paint.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. That's
one of
right.
his famous one was
We're showing
Charles
our
All Mad.
age now. We're showing our age again.
Wow. Oh, they still show MASH. I love MASH.
Don't. Yeah. I mean, I used to watch it over and over and over and over again. It's years since I've seen it, so that's probably on YouTube. A lot of the old TV shows are now. I did a
Oh yeah, I
last
mean we
year
get.
binge of Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh wow, yes. Oh hey, Fortnite. We're all from Earth here. How about you?
What? Yeah, so
That
yeah,
remains.
I
That's
binged on
that's
Mary
up for
Tyler Moore,
debate.
and I've come to really despise the word terrific because that's a word that used a lot on that show. I
Oh,
started doing
true.
so I probably ruined it for all the other ones that love that show.
Oh no.
I don't think I've ever used that word in a sentence until I started watching that show again.
Uh,
Anyway, Fantasy Island. It was awesome. Oh, Ant Man. I love those old ones. I gotta
I
find it. I gotta remember. And right now, a Shout Factory on YouTube is um, broadcasting an old science fiction from Canada called 1999. It was when the Earth was pushed out of orbit or sorry, the moon of Earth was pushed out of orbit, and off they had adventures and all that stuff. It's a very strange, melancholy, typically Canadian TV show.
yeah, the Love Boat. Oh my gosh,
Yep,
yes. I
Love Boat.
mean,
Yep, Bionic Woman, $6 million man. The old detective shows like
Manic
Mannix. Yes,
Columbo.
Mannix. I I
Columbo.
remember those because those were the shows my dad watched, and we
Yes,
kind of bonded over those old detectives, like
yes,
guy in the wheelchair and Kojak.
yep,
Who loves you, baby?
yep. Hey, Macmillan and Wife.
Macmillan and Wife.
Heart to Heart.
Mm-hmm.
All the oldies. Because what growing up, shit. My dad. It took my dad ages to get cable and stuff. I mean, he's always we don't need any cable. It's like, Dad, the whole rest of the planet has cable. We don't need any cable. I'm like, fine, whatever. And but there's like 5 channels back then. So you definitely you watched what your parents watched. So, Lawrence Welk, it's like, oh no, I vowed never to watch it again, and I never have. No. So, but the Twilight Zone, I could, some of the
Yep.
holidays they stick on, I think like 4th of July and New Year's is famous. New Year's Eve, which I hate New Year's Eve anyways. So I will sit here and literally just binge watch the old original Twilight Zones.
Yeah. Night Gallery. Do you
Awesome.
remember that one? Night Gallery?
Oh, Night Gallery's been the
Yep.
best too. Alfred Hitchcock,
Oh,
all those. Yes, yeah.
middle of the night. Now my father sounds like your father because we never got cable till I was in the 6th grade. So I would run home like I lived across the street from our elementary school. I'd run home and watch American news because it was foreign and you know look, we got more channels because we used to have 2 channels. You guys were lucky.
Exactly.
We had 5.
Right. And then
And
when
when
my pop
cable came,
finally when pop finally got cable, he thought that was the coolest thing on the planet. He really did. He thought that was the coolest thing. And I'm like, well, we've been trying to talk you into it for like a decade now. I mean, come on, Dad. So, but it was all so cute though. We had so much fun. But yeah, I mean, we did. We had the huge ash satellite dish. We did to death. Good Lord. I mean, Dad was a James Bond fan. James Bond.
yeah.
We watched every James Bond movie when
Uh-huh.
it came on. And I think we actually missed the moon launch because Dad was probably watching a James Bond movie. And so, and
Ah,
they used to pile us all in the car, in the station, in the Woody, no less, and take us to the drive-in. And I don't think there's a decent drive-in left in America. If there is, please let me know because I will road trip to go do it.
I'll
Well, we
have to
had so
research
much
that.
fun at the drive-ins. Oh my God, we had a ball.
I
So,
can't
but
remember
yeah.
ever watching a movie and a drive-in. Right.
Oh gosh,
Watching a movie at the drive-in.
it was fun.
No,
It was
no,
a sight.
you're missing my
Oh, I'm
never
sorry.
watched a movie at a drive.
Oh well, yeah, yeah. I came home a couple times in trouble from that too.
Hickeys. Oh. Aren't hickeys gross? But I used to get them.
We used to have fun doing those too. It's like
I
just
know,
so
I
you could point and laugh the next day. Oh look! Oh no!
know.
Oh, see, Boots, I missed that. We had so much fun. Well, and Melissa, it was funny too because I think Pop's whole idea of being able to get away with watching James Bond was that he got to laugh under the table at some of the crazy characters and some of the names of the movies. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't know, if it's a name of a movie and stuff, I should be able to say it. But some of the characters like Pussy Galore. that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. Dad would just laugh, he would laugh. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, I see why we're watching. This is like the smut you're allowed to get away with watching. Oh no. It was awesome.
For sure. Oh my god, for sure. Let's see what's hi malicious Melissa. I'm missing people coming in. There are. Let's see. We got cable the year HBO did Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. But gee, oh, yeah, I remember being forced to, not forced, but I
Well, yeah.
Lawrence Welk, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Oh,
that was back in the days where everybody had fun with CBs, the citizen band radios
yep.
that the semis had, and so we would get up in our brother's room, and he was a big time CBer. We all thought it was really kind of stupid, to be honest, but so he would be pissed off though. We'd get in his room and play with his CB, and he would get mad. He'd hear us too, because of course he had one in the car. I'm on my way
Don't you
home.
have okay, no, oh, no, that's shortwave radio. I was going to say, don't you need a license for that? But I corrected myself.
Oh, well, I think CB's, it just depended. You
Yeah,
did though. So
I
yeah,
suppose.
because we had one. So yeah,
Mm.
I still remember it, but I'm not going to say it in case you can look it up. I wouldn't even know anymore. But yeah, we had fun with it, and we would get in so much trouble though. Oh my God, the stuff we would get on there and say, and oh, it was cringe. But yeah,
Uh,
we
yeah.
would get busted, and we would know he's on his way home because he's cussing the whole way.
Oh,
And
little boo, stop being so young.
I know, stop.
CB.
No, but that was our punishment back in the day. If I had a great setup in my room, and if I got grounded, Dad just come in and go, "All right, give me the mic." It's like, oh, no, 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 I need that. And that's all right. Then you just pull out the desk drawer and go, okay. You have to,
It-
to plug in the cheap mic for the time being. I loved it. The
oh,
things
little
we
boo.
pulled.
They were radios that truckers mostly implemented to communicate with each other.
Right.
And
Mostly about the cops,
yeah,
basically.
mostly about the cops. It was just like a little car radio with a mic
Breaker 19.
breaker one time. Yeah.
Go watch Convoy.
Or
No,
anything with Burt Reynolds in it.
well, and anything Convoy. We watched the movie for Chris Christopherson. Enough said. Okay. I mean, hey.
Yeah.
So
Put the hammer down. Yep.
exactly. Yes, I know.
Rubber ducky. Everybody
Ah,
had a CB name. That's
yep,
right.
yep, yep. Oh no. I'm
Eastbound
not gonna
and
say
down.
mine. It was bad. It was bad.
Oh, it's cool for the day. Now we just laugh at it. Excuse me. Like the future generations will laugh at people on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Jerry Reed. Oh my God. That was him, and the Smokey the Bandit movies were so much fun. And out of that whole thing, all I wanted was the car. That's what I wanted. I wanted the car.
Ah, that's right, Annie. Um, Little Boots, that was you got cops on your tail, is what Annie Loves Crafts just said.
Yeah, got a Smokey on your tail.
It's a whole different culture, that's for sure.
Oh, it was. Those were the days. My goodness.
I agree, Little Boots. The future is not going to look kindly on YouTube.
No, it was kind of sad though. I mean, come on. They need to do better. They really do. And I get it. I mean, how busy they must be. I mean, how many channels are there now, and so much content, and you know, they just need an overhaul. They really do. Bless their hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, BJ and the Bear, Kala and Aunt Mattie. That one was cute. Oh, Every Which Way But Loose.
Yeah, that was the Clint Eastwood one. That was the one
Yeah.
with the orangutan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Clyde. Right turn, Clyde.
Clyde.
Oh no.
Oh, the best of the 80s. Cringe.
I know it was bad too. And what is this? They are now like Gunsmoke. Come on, it's Gunsmoke, people. They are putting a disclaimer
What?
at some of the beginning of these old shows that
Because of
these do
sexual
not,
content?
no, they don't necessarily reflect the times
Oh,
and
yeah.
opinions.
Duh, blah, 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 blah. No
And
shit,
it's like,
Sherlock.
I had the first time I saw it, I had to replay it and look at it. I'm like, are they just cautioning me about Gunsmoke?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Well,
It's
no,
like,
remember what they did with the old Looney Tune cartoons? Because a lot of it was, passive racism. And then they started editing them in the 80s because of the coyote and they were doing dangerous things and they might get kids to do dangerous things
what,
uh,
like Beavis and Butthead didn't, but okay.
yeah, so it was so you guys never saw the unedited Looney Tunes. Would have had you, mouth open. You're like, wow. So
Well, oh yeah, because back then, a what was it? Gosh, Elmer Fudd and all the stuff they were doing, and
yeah, yeah.
the Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, and they were blowing each other up all the time, and it's
Gun
yeah.
danger. You shouldn't play with guns. Kids are very impressionable. Will take daddy's gun and shoot your head off, thinking, you know, whatever.
And honestly, we didn't grow up that much different. We really didn't. I mean, to the kids now, it's like we knew that this was fantasy.
I
We knew that the Roadrunner really wasn't going to blow somebody up. I mean,
mhm.
come on. Or that Elmer Fudd was going around stuttering with a shotgun and getting ready to shoot a wabbit. Come on. We knew the difference between fantasy and reality, and some of the lines got drawn somewhere. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not sure where that shit got lost at. But they're like, oh well, you know, times are more violent now. Well, they might be, but like you said, go back and look at some of this original shit.
Mhm.
It was, but we had parents and people in our lives that set us right. Because again, like I said, if something had happened, these kids today, they want to just do everything that they think that they can just, are entitled. And it's like, no, you're not entitled. Back in the day, you worked for the shit. If you wanted it, you worked for it. That's how you got it.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah.
ooh, it's just cringe. Some of the stuff I see going on, I just am just appalled.
Alana, go take some selfies with your filters, okay, honey? Bye. Jesus.
Oh no. Exactly, Fortnite it is.
We
It's how
didn't
you're
yeah,
raised.
we left skin behind at the park on the metal slides. You
Well, exactly. And so I mean, stop.
I don't
They
know
think that they
where
have
this
a corner on the
coddling
market.
yeah, I don't know where this coddling comes from. I kinda almost very much admire, the Native American way of raising children. They'll warn you not to touch the fire.
Yep,
Then it touches the fire, the parent says, "Well, I told you not to touch the fire." You know? So
exactly.
and
Exactly.
I got chased home as a kid, by a dog, and I'm roaring the dog didn't hurt me, it just chased me. I come roaring in the house in tears and crying that a dog was mean to me or something to that effect, and my mother said, "What did you do to the dog?"
Exactly.
You know?
What you do it.
I was
Yep.
heartbroken. I didn't do nothing.
Huh? I didn't do anything.
You know? I
Oh,
remember that. I was going with my mother going, "Well, what did you do to the dog?"
Well, yeah, and bullies nowadays, if we had a bully in high school that messed with us, well, we generally handled it ourselves, because I just stand up and go, and
Yeah.
you slap like a girl, whatever. And they're like, I am a girl. I'm like, well, okay, but you
Mhm.
can do better than that. Because I was raised with brothers.
Yes,
So
me
we
too.
didn't have none of this slap shit. I'll haul back and punch your ass. I don't care. I mean, that's how we did it. But if somebody was that bad, it was your brothers were allowed to beat your ass, but nobody else
Mhm.
was.
Mhm, and I tell you a short story, but, my nephew who was, at that time this happened, was probably 14, 13, 14. Boys at that age. Oh, boy. Anyway, he was just joshing around with me, and he said something, and, I took him down in a wrestling move. He couldn't believe his old auntie brought him to the ground, and I just looked at him, and I says, "I had brothers." That's all I said.
Exactly.
Respect in his
Exactly.
eyes, respect in his eyes.
And for my husband, the biggest thing was getting used to, because he's very soft spoken. Now, if you get him going, yeah, you're going to hear it. But he's pretty soft spoken. Now, us, no. If you wanted to be heard or anything done, you were loud. You had to be loud or you weren't heard. So that was a big thing when we all get together. He goes home, goes, I know to take my Advil now before we go. No. So it's just like, damn. So no, he learned that, you're gonna, if you're an Italian family, and plus half Irish and half Italian. How about that shit?
Oh, dear.
Holy God. Yes, that
How
was something else.
unfortunate.
Yeah, that was something else. So he learned that, when you come in, you're going to get your ass pinched, your face pinched, hugged, all that stuff. Are you hungry? It's just all of that. You're going to be nurtured till you're going to puke. So that's just how it is. They're all touchy and everything. So he had to learn to, you know, you're going to be touched. Everybody's going to hug you and grab your ass and whatever. It's just like, okay. Ah, bless his heart. So now after 36 years, he's used to it now. He's like, yeah, we're used to that now. So, but yes, family functions can be fun. And I've said a few things and
Oh,
I just
yeah.
said some other shit and oh boy. So it had to come. So it's been a while brewing and it brewed. So
It
that's okay.
did. It did.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're
Have
behind the
you
scenes,
yeah.
you know. So
Italian. I like your spelling.
I do too. Oh no.
Everybody's specified. That's exactly everybody's delicate and thin-skinned and full of, just the fuck, man.
Right, you have to agree with my point of view. It's like not necessarily.
Or you're a phobic of some sort. Like, no, just because I disagree with what you said doesn't make me phobic.
Well, exactly.
Oh,
Everybody's, there is an opinion and then there's crossing the line.
yeah,
So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's why I never pay attention to people that throw my age in my face. Like it's a bad thing. No, I'm just smarter than you.
well that and what's the big deal about being 60? Who
Yeah.
cares? I mean, they act like, oh God, you're 1 foot in the grave. No, I can still water ski. Do I?
I'm very
Not
healthy.
really.
Very healthy.
Because I don't want to have my knees hurt real bad the next day. But yeah, I can. I'd much
Joints
rather
hurt.
get out there on the jet ski instead, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Joints hurt, but hey, I'm doing okay.
Well, exactly. That's what they made Advil
And
for.
yeah, because I've worked all my adult life on my feet. So yeah, my joints ache at some point. So
Yeah, not that it's like, hello. Everybody, if I sat here and complained about my aches and pains, forget it. No.
yeah.
It's called you pull up your big girl panties and you take an Advil and you say, look at life and go stop it. You hit like a bitch and you get up and keep going. It is what it is.
That's exact trolling Annie. Sob my fifis. I mean, you can be offended at anything, but it's how you handle that, you know? No, I'm going to fire up my live stream and cry online because somebody said something I didn't like.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
was like, huh? Okay. And why should I care? And I still love the Well, it's my life. I'm going to talk about my life. You don't know me in my personal life. Okay. But I know enough about you because you tell everybody everything in your personal life.
Yep.
And then you apparently forget that you do. So, guess
Mm,
what? If it's out there, it is going to get talked about. And normally nobody really gives a shit. I mean, the stuff that you've said recently about me, I thought was hilarious. I was making dinner and I was just laughing my ass off. I'm like, really? So, I mean, if you really want to hear my husband's poker buddies playing poker, I can arrange that. I mean, I could do that for you if you like, but I don't live in a box. If he's down here in the man cave doing his fun, I'm upstairs. So you're not going to hear them down here because, for one, they're not going to be all crazy animal assholes. They get a little bit
mhm.
loud every now and then, especially when bets go wrong. But it's not like an all-out free-for-all drunken 18-year-old party. So there's that, and I have 2 floors between us.
Right.
So it's like, yeah. But if you really want to hear it someday, I can probably totally arrange that. So
That's it. The world is mean and doesn't care about your feelings. So cowboy up and kick it in the nuts and go on. I like that. Kick it in the nuts and keep it moving.
oh yes, because I used to have arguments with Dad all the time about driving, because it even pissed me off back then driving. And I go, what? But he's like, well, you need to be careful because you have to watch for other people. And I said, well, I watch for other people, but if something happened and it wasn't my fault, it's not my fault. And he goes, well, they can put that on your tombstone. I'm like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I get it. So yeah, he goes, you can be the rightest person in the cemetery then. So it's no, you have to watch what's going on in life.
That's for sure. Ooh, Queens, New York. Now
New
that's
York,
impressive.
New York.
I think you'll never hear from ordering my husband around like he's. Ooh, I took my glasses off. I can't read that. PW?
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Truth. Sorry.
Oh, those old men knew that was. You betcha. Oh, just nothing like. I like listening to old stories, old war stories. Not
Oh
specifically about war,
yes,
but just what they went through. You know, you got to admire that.
exactly. My dad was a merchant marine, and then
Ooh,
he was in the Navy. So he got the best of both worlds. And the stories, oh my gosh. I remember when my uncles and stuff, they'd all get together and they'd be sitting there around the table. Because an Italian place, this is it. Everything happens in the kitchen or close to the kitchen. So, but they're all in the kitchen round telling, drinking their martinis and their coffee and having snacks and just telling stories. And I love to just sit there and listen to their stories and stuff. It was awesome. Pretty soon we'd be like, Dad, tell that one story again. That was really cool. So we'd be in there go, yeah, Dad, tell stories. So it was amazing to listen to, the stuff that, what they've been through in their lives and stuff. So exactly, Death. Oh, no.
yeah, that's for sure.
Because it's
Okay,
all about weight loss surgery.
for sure. You didn't have many feelings, but lots of great advice and stories. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to shut this sucker down. We got to give Snot Sucker her opportunity to strike this video. So,
Well, whatever.
well, her fifis got hurt again, and she was roasted pretty badly, and we laughed at her paperwork, and I think I accomplished what I needed to. And you still can't prosecute me for anything.
Nope. And thanks for coming, everybody. Please give it
Yeah,
a thumbs
thank you
up for
so much.
Glory. Um, hi, Lynn. Bye, Lynn.
Oh,
I'll see
yeah,
you later.
Island, Island.
Melissa, always good
Fortnite.
seeing you, honey. Thank you for coming, Fortnite. Nice to meet you.
Yes, yes.
Everybody
Yeah.
at Maddie Death, everybody, 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 thank you so much.
Okay, guys, again, thank you for indulging me and reading my dramatical reading. So I will see you again soon. Bye,
Take
everybody.
care, everybody.
And